Might be wise to take a look. If this Coverus is dangerous, though, I'm afraid I'm too old and bookish to be more than a hindrance. Forgive me, but I must leave you now. According to my old tutor, Karan, a visitor named Coverus has demonstrated more than passing familiarity with the prophecies of Eluando the Seer. Perhaps I should refresh my own memories of prophecies. Afterward, I would like to question this Coverus.
Right, Boo?
Yes, of course.
These walls contain the world's knowledge.
Well, dip me in broth and call me stewed if it isn't Lil Jug. Why, I haven't seen you in nearly, quite some time anyway. Hello, Theodon. How have you been? I still remember you running about the keep with your little swaddling clothes, pestering the elders and spooking the cows. Ain't that right, Jessup? Surely was. Yep, of course. You never did stay in those rags of yours long. Yes, I remember, but how have you been? You'd be naked as a jaybird the moment someone turned their back on you. I remember the day that fella Blackstaff came floating in, and there you were, tearing around the outer keep with Gorion hot on your tail. Took the cloak right off his back, you did, and made yourself just the cutest little... Yes, I remember. We drop it, please. How have you been? Wait, I remember it all now. There was Kelvin Blackstaff trying his hardest to look important while you ran through the stables with his cape tied around your waist. Such a lark, eh, Jessup? I thought I'd catch my death from laughing, I did. You and me both. Gorion was shaking like a leaf, he was so mad. So one of this is being, I should really be going. Nobody was sure what to do. And then Kelvin mutters some words and catches you by the scruff of his neck with some sort of spectral hand. He hauls you out of and drops you right in front of him, grabbing his filthy cape in the process. Everyone was scared. They were. Weren't they, Jessup? Sure enough, scared witless. Yep. And then old Kelvin busts out in the biggest laugh you ever heard. Everyone in the keep was laughing like mad except you, Jug. You just stood there naked as the day you were born and wondering what the fuss was about. I tell you, those were the days. Yes, I think I'll be going now. Oh, certainly, little one. Stop by any old time. I've got some paintings of you as a youngster I'm sure your little friends would love to see. Remember that one jug in the barskin rung, Jessup? Surely do, and the buff as usual. Cute as a bug, you were. Go play with your friends now. Go on. God damn, this guy wouldn't shut up.
What? No sooner said than done.
I didn't think you would ever stop talking, man. Cook. Cook. No sorrow. Oh, okay, I see. The stairs going up is right here.
Our library is a man's harem of knowledge.
Hello, Jug. It is good to see you here once again. A pity you could not have returned during a more restful time. Why? What is going on that would cause you such stress? Oh, it's nothing, I'm sure. It's just that, well, things just seem a little strange around here. Those decidedly unmerchant-like merchants, for one. Some of our own monks are acting odd as well, one fellow in particular. Really? And who would that be? Well, there is this fellow named Coverus. I assume he's visiting sage of some sort, but he seems more interested in our guests than in the tomes. He makes me nervous. I think he's had the same effect on others as well. Young Shistel has been out of sorts for days now. He is not as thick-skinned as I. You remember how nervous he used to be? He's quite the opposite now. Seems like a totally different person. I worry about him. I should go. It has been nice speaking with you. My old friend Bendalis has noticed something peculiar about recent visitors to Candlekeep. In particular, he noticed unmerchant-like merchants and a sage named Coverus who arrived at about the same time.
Of course.
You need something, stranger?
And who are you? Oh, it's Coverus. Ah, I thought I might find you somewhere around here. Allow me to introduce myself. Please do. My name is Coverus. I used to work for your father, running messages to his Harper friends in Waterdeep. Before he passed on, he entrusted this ring to me and asked that I give it to you should evil ever befall him. Will you take it? If it is my father's will, then I shall wear it. Thank you for your kindness to him, Coverus. Wear it with your father's pride about you, then. Before you go, listen to me well. The leaders of the Iron Throne are here in the keep, and even as we speak, they are at their weakest and most unprotected. If you ever hope to kill them, now's the time. Now go, the Iron Throne awaits you. Coverus surprised me by suggesting I kill the leaders of the Iron Throne, while they're here at Candlekeep. I don't know whether that's the right course, but it certainly would be convenient. Coverus' Ring of Protection +1. Heck yeah. Oh, because I have this one on. Okay.
Yes?
They wish my ear?
What? A waste of my talents.
The Lord of Murder shall perish, but in his doom he shall spawn a score of mortal progeny. Chaos will be sown from their passage, so saith the wise Alondo.
Chug, you look distressed. What is it, child? There is trouble here, Chanter. You must help me. You are right, I felt it too. Pray tell me what this aging frame can help you. I must know who has visited the keep lately and where they have spent their time. There being a few nameless scullery maids, some new watchers. As for visitors to the library, though, 2 men from the Iron Throne arrived. What was it? 2 days ago? 3? They're here for a meeting with 2 Knights of the Shield, who I believe made their arrival yesterday. Much of their time have been spent on the 3rd floor, arranging preliminaries for the meeting. A man named Coverus has arrived as well, but he's mainly kept to himself, researching some of Alondo's prophecies regarding the time of troubles, which we keep on the 2nd floor. Other than that, well, there's only been you. From the chanter, I hear that 2 representatives of the Iron Throne are meeting with 2 Knights of the Shield on the 3rd floor. Also, there's a strange name. Nick Veras, who's been studying the process of on the second floor at the same time. Interesting. Let's go to the 3rd level and see what's going on.
A waste of my talents.
Realtar, my dear sir, you must realize that it is manners that make the gentleman. So would you kindly prove that you are one by leaving? Realtar ye thrice, cursed son of a mangy cur. Yes, Lick? Hardly expected to see you, of all people, my old friend it. Friend my arse! What friend locks up and tortures another? What friend deals in slavery and theft? I don't think I know what you're talking about. You'll pay for your perfidy in red blood, Realtar. Yes, look, stop this. I can only imagine the horror this monster put you through, but this is not the way, especially not here in Candlekeep. Aye, you're right, of course. Violence solves only the simplest problems. You must think your way through the tough ones. Thank you, Jug. Thank you for stopping me. I'll be seeing you, friend. Good riddance. I couldn't kill Ryotar in cold blood. Something strange is going on in Candlekeep. I shall investigate further.
We are being spied upon.
Not to insult your demeanor on our first meeting, but I've met more considerable creatures in the darkest of dungeons. You had best have a good explanation for this intrusion. We were assured that these rooms were to be private. I don't care what you were assured. If I wish to interrupt you, I will. I've been to Amn and back a dozen times, but I've never met a creature so determined to die. Well, perhaps one another, though you're more likely to see than he. Leave now while he's still able.
Out of my way, lest you want a rib roasting.
What do you think you're doing here, you cork-brained louts? Get out of here or I'll let my boys rib roast you good.
The Iron Throne demands much, perhaps more than the Knights of the Shield can give.
If you're just about done poking about this private room, please don't hesitate to get the bloody hell out. You talk pretty big for such a small man. I go where I wish. Are you threatening me? All the nerve. Measure the odds, fool. You leave while you're still able.
Your arrogance is most distasteful.
Good on you if you saved the day.
Of course.
No, excuse me, but I'm late for my classes.
Leave me be, stranger. I've work to do. All the other monks gave me a warm welcome. Why not you? No interest in idle chatter. If you knew the daily routine of a monk, you would understand. I know the routine well. I lived here for many years. It is you who should know me. Of course. It is just that I did not recognize your face. I'm just not acquainted with all the monks quite yet. I was not a monk. I think you're lying. You would do well to leave me be. I tire of this game. Take your questions and go away, monkey. Oh no, I have many more questions to ask. For starters, who are you really? I am your death, foolish meat. Uh-huh.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Raider Doppelganger.
By your command. That call?
I care not.
This would be a good place for a hench. Whatever they need.
You're a queer fellow.
Make it quick.
It's weird they weren't
Yes?
attacking.
No sooner said than done.
Our library is a man's harem of knowledge.
Jug, good to see you. I trust you are well. As well as can be expected, Piato. How have you been? Oh, I pine for the days when you and Grian still called Candlekeep home. You brought a bit of energy to these walls. I shall have to speak with you later at length, but for now you must rest. Grion's old room is on the third on the south corridor. Just as it was. I think there are a few things for you there as well. We shall see you later. My old friend Piato has informed me that some items were left in Garion's chambers for me. I imagine that it is important for me to examine them. After I search Garion's room, I shall continue my investigation into the Iron Throne leaders.
A waste of my talents.
I must rest. I have a bad case of armor chief.
Our rules are very strict.
You there. Stop and surrender yourself. You are accused of murdering the men Brunos Kostak, Baldur Tenhevek, and Realtar Anchev. If you give yourself up now, you will be assured of a fair trial. I didn't murder anyone, so I'm perfectly willing to go to trial. My innocence of this accusation should be refuted quickly within any fair court of law. I'm glad you still have some sense. Some of the sense Gorion taught you. Please follow me. I'm sure everything will be sorted out quickly. Uh-oh, here we go. Wait. What the? What the hell is happening? Hold on.
A waste of my talents.
I pressed a button and it accidentally picked an option that I didn't even know what it was.
Our rules are very strict.
Yep. Okay, let's try this again, but this time let's read out what's happening. So, Jug, you have sullied your father's name by defiling his home and bringing ruin to a peace that has lasted for centuries. I spit on you and all of your friends. Your transgressions will be punished in the most severe form. I formally accuse you of the murders of Brunos Kostek and Realtar Anchev. But I have done nothing wrong. Why have you accused me of such a thing? Why have I accused you? You were seen fleeing the murder scene. Corveras found the identifying ring of a Shadow Thief assassin in your personal effects, and gold minted in Am. I feel that it is strong enough proof to accuse you. From everything we have seen and found, it is not hard to figure what your purpose was. From what I have been told, you have been trying to place all of the misfortune of the Sword Coast squarely on the shoulders of the Iron Throne. I assume you and your friends are assassins in the employ of Amn. Perhaps you were sent up north to create discord in the region before an enemy invasion. It matters little. You and your friends are to be sent to Baldur's Gate, where an appropriate punishment will be administered. What the hell is going on? They were just there. I just talked to them while they were in their meeting. What the heck? Hello, young one. I am sorry to see thee in such terrible circumstances. I know thee well enough to see that you have been falsely accused. Tomorrow, Olorant will most likely sentence thee to be sent to Baldur's Gate. There, thou wouldst receive the death penalty for these actions. I know that Gorion would not want to see his only child killed a scant few weeks after his own death. It's actually been 100 days, so it's been like 4 or 5 months. Unless this line is just an analogy, or not an analogy, more like an expression. 'Tis as a favor to his memory that I'll help thee escape. Make thy way through the catacombs beneath the library, but disturb them not. I have your possessions with me. You must take them and go with haste. Do you know anyone by the name of Kavaris? I know of no one named Kavaris, but Kavaris is the reverse of Servok. Oh my god. Huh. That ring he gave us. Ah. Makes all the sense in the world. I get it now. Clever, man. Clever. I like it. A young man who accompanied the leaders of the Iron Throne when they first came. I know not where he has gone. It is now time for you to go, Jug. I can teleport you to the secret room that leads to the catacombs. But from there you are on your own. You must be careful within the catacombs. There are many guardians and traps. And perhaps whoever planned these murders, however dangerous the catacombs may be, they are a safer alternative to Oleron's wrath. Why can't you teleport us outside of Candlekeep? Candlekeep is protected by powerful runes that seal it from divinatory and alteration magics. If I were to teleport you outside of Candlekeep, you would be ripped asunder when you came in contact with the protective field. Trust me, child, this is the only way. Huh. Someone has gone to a lot of trouble to ensure that Oleron thinks we murdered the leaders of the Iron Throne. Who would want the Iron Throne leaders dead other than us, that is? Tethtoril has freed me from my imprisonment. Knowing that I am not guilty, he has sent me to the catacombs beneath Candlekeep, where I should be able to make my escape. I must travel to Baldur's Gate to stop Servok, or Kovaris, as he has been calling himself recently.
I have a bad case of armor, chief.
What?
I have a bad case of armor, chief. Ooh. Huh.
Make it quick. A waste of my talents.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay, apparently this halberd is good, so we are going to... Oh, right, Sirius's blade +2. That's what he was talking about earlier, the Mr. TJ. Sirius is a white minotaur who traveled the Orsron mountains in Termish, lived for nothing but the thrill of combat, and encouraged warriors to challenge him for his magical weapon. A powerful halberd, despite his aggressive nature, he was an honorable combatant, and never slew opponents he could overpower. Sirius met his superior only once, in a battle that lasted hours, and had the Minotaur often fearing defeat. The contest ended when his opponent's sword broke, but Sirius knew he likely would have been